What up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a great start to your week. If you haven't yet, stop here, go check out my first episode of my Raw Me series where I speak on self-love, which ties into this week's episode of being yourself. So let's go ahead and get started with our Motivational Tuesday. I have always tried to fit in. Junior year of college was an interesting time for me because I was there for fall semester and I was leaving to go to Wartburg West, my winter semester. And this year, in my opinion, was not my best year because I did everything I could to fit in with anyone and everyone. I was acting out of character, I was trying to go to these events with people, I was trying to have coffee with people, and some people were like, first of all, you never spoke to me in the first place, or you know me, but we're not cool like that, so I don't know why we're trying to be friends now. Or it was just like a lot of like, okay, she's doing these things, why? Why is she doing this? She doesn't have to do that. You're doing too much. Calm down. And I had one of the girls tell me, you need to calm down because this isn't cool. And I was like, well, I want to hang out with y'all. And she was like, well, you don't need to do all that just to hang out with us. You just need to be yourself. I didn't know what that meant. And for a while, I was like, well, what does being yourself look like? Who am I? And Denver was a nice place for me because I was around people I didn't know. I tried to even fit in with them, but realized I couldn't because I wasn't into sports. It was just a whole new group of people that I just never saw on campus. And then that really played a role in, well, I have no one to hang out with. Who do I hang out with? And I was always trying to hang out with people, but I was never trying to get to know myself. And for a month or so, I knew no one. So I was all by myself for a while. And I was like, well, let's get to know me. And it didn't happen overnight. It took a bit. But I was able to go out to different places in the area. I went out to movies by myself. I went to do things that I just didn't know I liked doing. Took a walk around some areas, traveled to new cities, and I had a great time just hanging out with Maya. It was fun. It was like, man, I love this. Then when I was able to meet new people, obviously that guard goes up of, oh my gosh, I'm meeting new people, what am I going to do? No, it actually just went smoothly. Once I was able to be happy with myself, at least for a bit, it allowed me to be happier on others. And then when things happened, I wasn't acting out of character. I wasn't doing things that Maya normally wouldn't do. Then obviously I graduated, yada, yada, yada. Here I am today, where now it's just like, I want to hang out with people. I love going out to lunches and coffees and whatever. But then I leave and I'm like, well, okay, I like eating, but we really didn't do anything that I wanted to do. We just went out to go eat. Well, what does Maya like to do? Well, now I love going to the movies by myself. I appreciate that so much. I love spending time with my family. I love going to new cities and visiting those places and visiting the restaurants that are associated with those cities. I love anything French culture. I love watching YouTube. I love just chilling, and really I could chill indoors, watch movies, eat popcorn, laugh and talk, and just be fine with that. I love writing. I love doing things, and these are things that I enjoy doing. So then when I'm around other people, I can incorporate what I like with what they like. It's not let me change my whole personality for these people, or let me just do these things for this group of people over here. No, I am just being Maya, and I'm being content with myself. And it didn't happen overnight. It took some years, and that's fine because it's a learning process. You have to learn what you like, don't like, what you're passionate about, what you're not passionate about, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. It's a lot of do's and don'ts and pros and cons. You gotta learn yourself, and that's okay. So what does being yourself look like for you? Well, it all starts off with getting to know yourself. It doesn't happen, like I said, it does not happen overnight now, but take those moments to figure out what you like doing. If you're hanging out with this group of people here and you're not liking what they're doing, well, what do you like to do? What do you see yourself doing? Then when people come into your path, into your space of life, then you're able to incorporate what they like and what you like and mesh those things together. And now you're just moving on a unison trail. Everything's just smooth flowing. You're going to have moments where man, I probably shouldn't have done that, or man, I didn't handle that situation well. I was out of character. And that's fine. That's why you learn, and that's why you know, when you know yourself well enough as you're growing up, you'll learn, like, I did that out of character. Okay, next time, this is what I'll do next time. I know for me, take some time this week to get to know yourself. Love yourself. Because once you love yourself, then like I said last week, you're able to love others naturally. Because you're naturally love yourself. You're naturally being yourself. And it plays a role in friendships. It plays a role in relationships. It plays a role at your job. It plays a role by yourself. And you got to be truthful with your own self before you can become truthful with other people. Before you can love other people. Before you can just be that friend. Once you're a friend for your own personal self, once you have that self-care for your own self, and self-care doesn't mean pampering your face and pampering yourself for bed, but having self-care for your own self, taking some mental time to meditate, to sit in silence and just get your thoughts together. Once you have all those things in your own way down, because my way is different than your way, once you have your own way down, you're able to give your energy to others. You're able to just be you. So I'm going to leave you guys off with the quote for the week. And I want you guys to just learn, continue to learn to love yourself, to be yourself. And it takes time. And that's okay. It's not going to happen. If it happens in a month, cool. But don't expect it to. Don't expect this to happen in a day. Because it just won't. Because it takes that time. You got to change your mindset slowly. You got to change those habits slowly. And once you create those positive habits for your own self, then it becomes natural for you. So if you have comments or questions, go ahead and comment below. I'll be glad to answer them. If you have any other questions for myself, please ask away. But let me go ahead and leave you off with the quote for the week. And this is, never allow yourself to be defined by someone else's opinion of you. And I know for myself, it's an endless cycle of trying to please everyone. It's an endless cycle of trying to fit in. It's an endless cycle of just fitting into the latest trend, the latest thing that's happening on social media. It's an endless cycle that won't break until you break it your own self. So I hope you guys have a great start to your week. Catch me next week on next week's episode on motivating self and being positive. Ciao.